To me, TNA is a misunderstood company. Now, while I do get there was some awful booking, terrible ideas, and just dumb stuff after dumb stuff, but at the same time, I think TNA is misunderstood, and that they were more good than they were bad. But that's not to say they weren't bad as well. TNA had some awful matches, whether it be Jenna Maraska versus Sharmell, the Victory Road disaster between Jeff Hardy and Sting, and I don't know why I'm listing matches off because I could go on forever naming match after match after match. What's going on, guys? It's Tom of Top 10 Wrestling, and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel and a brand new series on the channel. We're going to explain how that series works in just a bit, but before we do get into the video, I would like to thank my Patreon supporters. Check me out on Patreon, link down below. I've been quite slow with the content on there as of late, I can't lie, but I'm going to try get some stuff out soon, I promise you. All my backers are listed here, by the way, and yeah, follow me there for exclusive perks, exclusive content. It would just be really appreciated, but I'm gonna stop wasting time. Let's explain what this series is.
Hey, this is your Olympic hero Kurt Angle, and you are watching Top 10 Wrestling. Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
TNA had a lot of bad matches. They just have. And many matches I'd like to cover in my YouTube videos, but I haven't found a reason to cover them in a sole video. Either that or I can't make the video long enough or engaging enough, stuff like that. So I am starting a brand new series simply called the Worst TNA Matches, where I look at 3 matches per video, all fan suggested by the way, so stay tuned to my community tab on my channel because all the matches are fan suggested in this video and they will be going forward. And all the matches in the videos I'm watching and talking about are going to be matches that basically they're interesting enough to talk about in a video, but not in a video on their own. And also for this series, I'm not going to be talking about Jenna Maraska versus Sharmell, Jeff Hardy versus Sting, which I can give an update on that video by the way, because that could be happening soon. And basically, most matches that I've covered in detail on this channel, I most likely will not be talking about. But anyway, it's been 2 minutes, how about we just start this brand new series, huh? Starting off with the first match. We start off with Rob Terry versus Gunner versus Murphy for the TNA Television Championship. This took place on the March 17th, 2011 episode of Impact. The TNA Television Championship, once known as the Legends Championship, and then the Global Championship, then the Television Championship, then the King of the Mountain Championship. Oh god, it goes on, doesn't it? This title sucks. Previously, this belt was held by men such as AJ Styles, Booker T, Mick Foley, Eric Young, Rob Terry, and the champion was Abyss, but the title was vacated, and somehow we've downgraded from Abyss and all the men I've named before, bar Rob Terry, to these 3 men. All 3 of the men in this match are members of Immortal, as Hogan is trying to control every title, so Immortal are ensured to win the TV title here. Gunner and Murphy team up on Rob Terry right from the start, but Rob Terry gets back into it, and Murphy pins his partner Gunner, who kicks out at 1, and there's absolutely no heat or anything to it, because it's 30 seconds into the match. I get that there's always an angle in the match between tag partners where one of them tries to pin the other and they're all like, what the hell, why'd you pin me? But do that later in the match. Don't do it 30 seconds in. Gunner hits a spear on Rob Terry and hits a B-Tech F5 on Murphy to pin him and win the TV title in about a 2-minute match. This match sucked. There was no heat, no crowd reaction, no exciting action. It looked like they tried to fit 15 minutes of action into 2 minutes and failed miserably. And this title went from AJ Styles, Booker T and Mick Foley to Gunner. It went from these guys to Jackson Riker. Come on. Gunner would hold the title for a whopping 64 days, wow what a long reign, before dropping it to Eric Young. This match, it was just not good. I can't get over this. This wasn't good. I see why this was suggested. Next match. We go to the second ever TNA show, as it's TNA Weekly Pay-Per-View 2 in 2002, and we see a very large man enter for a match. He is billed as weighing 402 pounds and is called Cheeks. Cheeks, spelt C-H-E-E-X. He is against a man named Frank Parker who was already in the ring and didn't get an entrance, so wow, I wonder who's gonna win this match. Cheeks is accompanied by a woman called the Brown Eyed Girl, and according to Cage Match, this was only Cheeks' third match ever. His debut was 3 months prior against Frank Parker, so hey, maybe they have chemistry. Cheeks is in just awful shape. His attire is questionable to say the least, and he absolutely dominates Frank Parker, because of course he does. Look at the size comparison, Frank Parker didn't even get an entrance. He hits a stink face multiple times on Parker, which must have not been nice for Frank. Frank Parker throws some strikes, goes for a sunset flip sequence which looks sloppy, and Cheeks sits on him, ouch. Also during the match, Alicia is outside flirting with JB, and it seems that is the main focus and not the match itself, which tells you everything you need to know. Cheeks hits a splash and wins the match in just under 3 minutes. This would be Cheeks' only ever TNA appearance, and he would never come back to the company. My god, was this match awful. The fact that this was on their second show, this could have turned away a lot of viewers. Like, this is your second show. They could have lost a lot of viewers because of goddamn Cheeks. Shoutouts to Cheeks. Next match. We go to this video's main event, and the main event of the 19th of September 2007 edition of Impact, as we see Christian Cage versus Junior Fatu, aka Rikishi, who left the WWE in 2004 and started working the independent scene and signed for TNA in 2007, going under the new name of Junior Fatu. Meanwhile, Christian left the WWE in 2005, joined TNA that same year, and became arguably their biggest star. A week prior to this match, on September 13th, was when Junior Fatu made his debut in TNA to a big pop, and it was announced right then and there that he and Christian will face off next week, which we are of course watching right now. Junior Fatu is immediately being placed against the company's biggest star. Let's see how it goes. Now, the issue with this match right from the start is that Fatu is new to TNA and could use a win, but Christian is on a 2-year win streak, so it's kind of a lose-lose situation here. I guess the whole idea to this match is that Christian's streak is under threat because Christian has never faced someone of Fatu's size. And right from the start, the size comparison is known, as Fatu easily overpowers him, and Fatu tries to use his butt as offense, and Christian is genuinely scared by it as Fatu continues to dominate him. We come back from a commercial break, and Christian has managed to get back into it, and Fatu of course starts making a comeback, and it is kind of here where you can really see how unmotivated Fatu is in this match, if you didn't see that before. He makes his comeback, and might be the most boring comeback of all time. He just strikes him a couple times. Fatu hits a super kick, which actually looked really nice, but you can just tell that he is exhausted at this point. Cage avoids the stink face, but Fatu takes him down again and is really taking his time here. He is just completely exhausted. Cage reverses the bonsai drop, Fatu hits a Samoan drop, but Cage kicks out. Stars then comes down, helps Cage, and Cage rolls up Fatu and wins the match in the most scuffed looking 3 count I've ever seen. After the match, Fatu attacks Styles and Cage, but Tomko attacks him and makes the save for them, but then Joe makes the save for Fatu, and him and Fatu stand tall at the end of this show. After this, Fatu would wrestle 3 more matches, including the Reverse Battle Royal, and was out the company on October 30th because he wanted more money. Now obviously with this show we do fan suggested matches, and personally I didn't think this match was really bad. It wasn't good, it was below average, it was not good at all, but I didn't think it was really bad. I don't think this is going to make my worst of list for the worst TNA matches of all time personally. I definitely think Christian carried the match. Fatu was very lazy and unmotivated and wasn't trying, but Christian, being the pro that he is, did carry it to somewhat, of not that bad of a match, but still bad obviously, not as bad as I think most people think it is though. But yeah, basically to sum up, Fatu gave us a half-assed performance during his half-assed TNA run. And that is it for episode 1 of the worst TNA matches of all time. What I need you guys to do is comment down below what matches you want me to watch next. Like I said, don't make it the Victory Road match. Don't make it, Jenna versus Sharmell. Don't make it any match that I've covered in detail on this channel. Comment matches I've never talked about, comment matches you want to see me make videos on, etc, etc. I'll have some for the Last Rights match, the Lockbox Challenge probably, Rebel versus Shelly Martinez. These are all suggestions I'm definitely going to get around to. But yeah, like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe with notifications on, follow me on Twitter at Top 10 Wrestling, my Instagram's at I'm Tom Bell, check me out on Patreon, link down below, check out my podcast, link down below. I'll see you all soon. Goodbye, and keep on rolling.
All my life, I had dreams that I would shine. Nothing less than diamonds shining every night. Party till the sun come up, I see the light. I see the light, yeah, in Dubai. Smoke gelato if they ask, we telling lies. Where we go, all the rules, they don't apply. In Cali with the gang,